Before time, there was.
And we're live.
Short, sweet, and right to the
Yes.
How are you all doing today?
Doing fine.
Great. I'm doing great.
You're looking a little
Freezing.
green there, James.
Green.
Is that like smoke?
Yeah, there's a green.
Are you vaccinated? Because I'm hearing some weird things about the vax.
This is more like the movie The Entity.
Whoa, just go sex is what you're saying.
Oh,
Yeah, the succubus.
Ectoplasm.
Yeah,
It's sectoplasm.
sectoplasm.
Wait, have you guys seen the new Ghostbusters? The trailer?
I saw the
No.
trailer of the new one. It looks good.
It looks good. Yeah, I'm like, it doesn't look too bad. It kind of thinking of ectoplasm, that green shit.
Well,
Slimer comes out.
Slimer's the best.
Yeah, but he was also he was in the last
Ghostbusters.
one too. I did like the last one.
You like the last one too? With the girls?
It was different, but I liked
Oh,
it.
the girls.
You like the girls one?
I saw that in theaters. I thought.
No. I don't mean the no. That's
Why
not
not that one,
little
huh?
kid ones, right?
Why
The
not
Paul
that
Rudd?
one, huh?
because it was all female, and that's not how Ghostbusters are. No, I like the one after with
The one kids, right?
The one where he's like,
Stranger Things.
And Paul Rudd in it.
yeah. Well, Paul Rudd's in this one too.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
I wonder
This is
how many
part
guys he
two
had
of
to sleep with to get that part. You know what I mean? He probably had to you know.
He's pretty handsome, though.
Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd doesn't need to do that anymore. He's an A-lister.
He's like, I'm Ant-Man. I could get any part now.
Man.
People get rutted now.
Whoa.
Come here.
Down. It's just like it sounds.
Tell me what that is.
You have to use
I
your
saw Gabe get it.
Otherwise, this whole episode is just gonna be bleeped.
Yeah, we had to bloop out what David was trying to say there.
Gabe got raped.
By a ghost.
There it is. I brought it back in. Don't delete that, buddy.
Oh, okay. I'll leave it in.
No.
Well,
Yeah, I love that.
anyways,
Wait, no.
What happened?
Yeah, but before that,
Mhm.
that lovely painting behind you.
I knew you were gonna say something about that.
It's just it takes me to, look at that. That's lovely.
It will remind me of Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I could see Lord of the Rings in there when they're
That's
going
trade
down.
route right there. That's where you got to go to get your spices. Grocery store was a little farther back then.
Well, they're like the little sailboats. It's not like those giant pirate
No,
ships.
it's like
but-
those crazy like Persian ships.
Well, it seems like they're going to go out to go get some fish, not like they're going to go out to rape and pillage.
Well, I don't know. They have oars, so it's a big rowboat
Oh.
thing. So after you do that, you're all pumped and you're like, yeah.
Oh, imagine being like an oar rider. Like you just wait around until the next time. You're like, oh yeah,
Back to it.
You're just doing rows one direction for a long time, hours on end.
If you stop, you get beat or
Yeah.
killed.
But you could probably do pretty well if you're good at it,
Get those muscles going,
right?
Be the top of your row.
Huge.
So yeah. Anyways, last episode, I'll get back to that. We talked briefly about
It's like I don't want to talk about that night.
that night. Tool, dude. Tool. No, the Super Bowl. That's basically we never really got around to it. We all know who John was going for.
Chiefs.
Kelsey, Swifty.
Oh shit. Yeah, but now we're going into hockey and into basketball.
Well, all I'm gonna say about that Super Bowl, more and more videos are starting to come out
Mm-hmm.
about like holding.
Yeah.
A lot of
plays.
holding, like that weren't called, and yeah, I don't know. It seems super iffy. Now it looks
So-
super iffy.
But
This
did
sounds
you
like
think-
a lot of bitterness, is what
Did you think it was rigged
Yeah.
before?
I don't think
no,
you got to deal with it.
I thought it was going to be like a very like called game, and I thought like now with technology and shit like that. But I mean, yeah, man, a lot of weird stuff on this one, like more than others. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they actually show you like, hey, here's what happened.
Yeah.
Because there's even one where like the
Oh,
coach,
shit. He's all
Ooh.
Shangilist out.
he's like, that's our
Yeah.
next topic.
Bud Light.
Well, I think
That's right.
that I think that
He said, you don't have to chop your weenie off no more.
If you think about it, the Chiefs were they're stacked. They're a dynasty team. They've been talking about it for a while.
It's a better
And
team.
they
they're
won
a
their
dynasty
third.
now.
They won their
just-
third. And the
It's a better-
49ers had an unproven quarterback who you swear, John, you swear. He beat the Lions. He beat the Lions. He beat
Well, here's the
Lions,
thing.
barely.
They beat the Ravens, right? KC beat the Ravens. But I mean, like, how it's
Yeah, exactly.
how is it
KC
that
beat the
you
Ravens.
stuck out the season and then suddenly the
They
last games
sucked. They were like 10-6 or something like that. It's pretty good.
yeah, it was 10-6.
Pretty good.
But that's the thing. Just check this out. Like they both
Okay.
ended up like the Niners, and now losing until now had the same record.
It doesn't matter. Like they're just straight numbers.
Patrick Mahomes.
Numbers person, but it doesn't matter. Just straight numbers.
30.
Sometimes shit just happens fucking crazy, and you just have to deal with it. So
Yeah, totally.
John, just get over it.
Now,
Take the
Well,
L,
here's
John.
the thing: the
Take
Niners keep heading to the Super Bowl, and they keep choking them.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's where I think if you take me back to 2011, Colin Kaepernick
Mhm.
for the 49ers.
Whoa!
Beyond-
What? You want to talk about
Beyonce,
He's like, I just want to come.
Beyonce had the halftime performance,
Yeah.
and then the kickoff happens. 49ers are up by what felt like 2 touchdowns plus, and then all of a sudden the power goes out. Ladies and gentlemen, for 20 minutes, or like, ladies and gentlemen, we'll return to your broadcast when we have this situation. And 20 minutes happen. And then, do you remember that? We should be playing, emotional music behind what I'm saying here, inspirational music.
I think they were who were they playing, the Giants?
And then the Baltimore Ravens. That was the Harbaugh Bowl.
And
then John Harbaugh won, and John Harbaugh stayed in the league.
Uh-huh.
And who's the other one? The one that's now the Chargers. He left.
Oh yeah, Jim Harbaugh. He left to the Michigan.
And now he's back. He's for the Chargers.
The Chargers, yeah.
Go Bolts.
Hey, I wonder, and a lot of people are saying, why doesn't Colin Kaepernick go with the Chargers and be like a type of like coordinator and shit like
Nobody wants him.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he has, coaching skills, but he was definitely a good player.
Oh no, he's probably very talented. He probably has a lot of things, and especially sitting around doing nothing this whole time and just like, I wish I can play. Sure, wish I can play. I would have done this. I would have done that. I'm pretty sure he's not feeling too great about kneeling down that one time. Because kind of ruined him. What could have been. Now he's just getting older and older and older, and his window's getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
You have that window, and if you can't make it, you can't make it. And
he could have.
See, the thing is, I don't mind what type of protest they were doing, but he was doing like a police brutality against only like black people, right? Like it wasn't against like everybody. It was just like police brutality because they beat up some dude, and he's like, I need to bring attention to it. But then, like statistically, it didn't really match. So that's why people are like, what do I do?
Kind of never does.
Yeah, it's like,
I like Colin Kaepernick. I think it was good. I think it's unfortunate that it was such a big deal because I think today nobody would care. They'd be like, what? Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
no problem.
Well, yeah, I mean, now everybody kneels. Everybody does.
No. I know what you're saying, James. But all I'll say is I've never seen James take a knee ever. I've seen him take a double knee. I was like, whoa, bro. What about those Trump shoes? What do you think about that, James?
Collector's item.
Yeah, well, I mean, smart businessman, right? Right, like I'm gonna do it. Black History Month, sneakers unveiled. Boom. We all know, the black culture. They love sneakers.
They're probably sold out now.
Oh yeah,
are
reselling them for like $9,000, like crazy amount.
When they said how much the Trump shoes were, and they were getting a lot of shit about it, I was like, that's actually pretty cheap. like for something like that, where they are probably going to get novelty and they're going to be pretty expensive.
Yeah, I know some people that have shoes like they have like Nikes, like crazy, like thousands of dollars worth of Nikes in their home, just in like glass cases.
I would never wear them. Yeah, I would never wear them. They're so gaudy. I would never wear anything like that. But I almost feel like just getting a pair just so I had that little investment about like, remember when Trump did that weird shit and had those.
I'd like to take a picture in them or something, doing something.
But you're gonna want the ones that are signed because not all of them are signed. There's only like a certain few that are like.
I didn't think about that. It's almost like those Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, like when they came out with those shoes for a bit, like
Yeah.
they're only like, oh man, we got back to shoes.
Like when you had Michael J. Fox signed it, and he was all,
Oh,
like
that,
Rick is
we're
still.
gonna blurp that one. Disclaimer below.
They're like, is he coloring or is he signing?
I respect Michael J. 'cause
Everybody
he's out
loves
there.
Michael J. Fox.
He's
You
out
know,
there.
I love
He's
that's why
out
we can talk about
there.
him.
he is Michael J. Fox is an icon. I think,
But
we
he
all-
also
He made
keeps
my
it.
childhood
we all
pretty
agree to
good.
that.
He stays in public.
He was the first Republican I looked up to.
He was. He wears those shoes too.
Alex
The Trump.
B. Keaton.
He has the Trump shoes that pump up though.
He's like, your shoes are dry now.
Yeah, but I mean, that's big game though. Sneaker stuff, you know. Where you're like,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't know enough about it, but I do have a few Air Jordans and a few of them that like I know that are worth some money that I bought like way back when. They really the quality of them. They do last a long time.
There's videos of people like taking them completely apart and rebuilding them.
I've had these sneakers for years, like tons of them, and I keep them around because they just look really, you know, when you walk around in your new fresh Dunks.
See this? Moonstar shoes, 19.9 million.
Oh wow,
yeah, there you go. Ooh.
that's it. No,
Oh yeah, those are the Back to the Future ones. And what else we got here? Diamond shoes by Jada Dubai.
There you go.
Here, Dubai, it was like flooded pretty bad not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah, like
They're like, turn the machine off. Turn the machine off. Too much rain. Too much rain.
The cloud seeding.
Well, it's they built that, right? It wasn't just like sand they dumped out in there to make a.
No, that's Santa Monica.
No, the whole town of Santa Monica was built.
I mean, all of the. Well, you're talking about sand.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean.
The sand.
You know what I mean.
Beaches,
you know what I mean.
A lot of it was put there. A lot of it was put there. The sand itself.
Yeah, like Dubai is it's an artificial island. You know.
Oh, you mean okay?
Yeah, I just mean them pumping all the sand to build the island to make Dubai.
Okay, but I'm tripping out there. Why would they put more sand in Santa Monica?
It's Santa Monica. What I was saying, John, was in like I don't know if it was a late 1800s or early 1900s. They loaded Santa Monica and south of Santa Monica with a bunch of sand, and they made it a beach. It wasn't like that.
Oh,
okay. They made it into a beach.
It was probably like rocky and all that stuff.
Yeah, that. And so that's where like you can kind of sense when you're in real sand, like, oh, this is like naturally occurring sand. Like if you go out, there are places that have that, but you're going up towards Santa Barbara, and then you find some
tar on your feet when you walk around. You're like, what the hell?
What tar feet?
Like I mean, actually, most oceans over here, you'll see little blobs of like tar. Or, I don't want to say it's oil because I don't think it's oil. It's just like the tar from it.
And humans. Blobs of humans in Santa Barbara.
That's what's always tripped me out, like like La Brea tar pits and everything like that in California. Like you're used to California being like a spot of Hollywood and all this stuff going on, but you don't realize it's a prehistoric shit.
Yeah, it's just all natural ooze coming out.
Something right here, like
yeah, they just built around it and go, look, it's a park.
Yeah. Like fuck, there's a lot of fucking historical, like really historical shit around there. Not
progress.
Progress? Is that what you call it?
Got to progress, dude. You gotta move forward with it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, you destroyed this beautiful thing. That's what happens. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That's what happens.
You know what I was just recently hearing? This thing on the book of Enoch.
Ooh.
Here we go.
I'm just me. Go on. Do it.
Okay. They found it, but where's the original? Like, who has it?
The book itself?
The book, yeah, because they said they found it in Ethiopia, like in 1717 or some shit like that. But they don't say who actually still like has the thing. You know what I mean? Like, who has
the actual paper?
Yeah, like where can you go? Like, you know how you could go and see like, King James
Vatican,
Bible.
Right? Vatican has like everything.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we're just assuming they have.
No, but I don't think the Vatican would have that. That would have to be down
there.
That
I heard that they have like every civilization's like tons and tons of stuff. There's some chick on Rogan who she was a scholar, like a religious scholar, and she got to actually go into the Vatican. She's like the top of the top, so she actually got permission to go in there. And she goes, "There's everything, anything you could think of from every single culture and everything." And it's like one of those. That's like a treasure chest.
I get what you're saying now, Vinny. It makes sense. Like,
yeah, because
But I
they
wonder
went
how far
around
back.
collecting everything around the world.
It sounds like they were the ones that want to archive everything around the world. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah, we're not too sure why exactly. If if they're like hiding stuff, or maybe just interesting. But I don't. The whole Vatican's just interesting, though.
But it's so you bringing that up, John? I kind of wonder, like, there needs to be a movie, like,
Well,
on
not Denzel.
no,
with
on
another-
on the
You
Anunnaki.
want Denzel?
No, like the closest is probably Prometheus, right?
Like an origin story.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
that's probably the closest. And I looked up online. I did look up like the other day. There is a movie called The Anunnaki. It's like a foreign movie, and it doesn't kind of goes into it a little bit, but I don't feel like it goes into depth, and it's like foreign, so I don't watch too much of it. But where is that fucking movie at? Like, there needs to be like
about the Anunnaki, or just in general,
the whole thing with them, people being smaller, with the animals, the fucking lion on their lap, the tiny lion that looks like a cat.
Yeah, everything I
Bollywood. Watch Bollywood cinema. I'm sure it's there.
No, I don't like Bollywood stuff.
No.
Well, see,
No,
you have to broaden your scope.
No, in India's full of rape.
Oh,
We'll have to censor that one out there.
No.
Leave
it, Vinny. Vinny, leave that one for me, dude.
Censored.
Leave it, and James is trying to censor me on it. Don't censor me on that one.
Yeah, you're trying to censor people.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's go on.
But you know what? Another good movie, like the whole like Nephilim and all that shit. It's like why isn't there a movie about that?
Well, there was with Russell Crowe, Noah. You didn't watch the opening of Noah?
No.
There was giants in that movie.
Yeah, they show them. They fall down from the sky and they return from the earth, and they're like, and they build cities, and then men. It's pretty wild. You should watch.
Is that pre?
That movie?
Noah. It's a big legit movie.
Yeah, no, I remember.
But I mean, like, did you like watching it? Was it a good movie overall? Like, just
I thought it was good, but I like that kind of. I can watch biblical movies.
Oh, of course, it's.
I already want to get off what you said right now.
It's probably really good.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna watch it after this.
10 years old.
But why is it Russell Crowe playing Noah? Wasn't he like
Noah was
Middle Eastern?
And I think it's what's her name? Jennifer
he was Australian.
Connelly?
Noah was Australian.
See that? New Zealand. Noah was from New Zealand.
Jennifer Connelly. She doesn't age.
Is Anthony Hopkins Jesus?
No, he's Methuselah, I believe.
Oh,
the oldest man
ever, right, in the Bible?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go, right here.
And he's, I believe, Noah's relative, like an uncle or something like that.
Interesting.
There you go. He's a son of Enoch. You saw it, John?
Yeah.
Son of Enoch and the grandfather of Noah. You saw
so Noah's related.
John tried to hide that information from our listeners right now. I just want to make sure.
He really did try to do that. Right?
This is a heavily suppressed episode.
Welcome to the World Economic Forum.
Anunnaki Forum.
Anunnaki Forum.
Oh yeah.
So I think with the Anunnaki, it's like there's every I forget the number, but it's like thousands of years their planet comes close. It's like in a separate orbit that goes way out into space, like past ours, and comes right back around. And they say like every 50,000 years or so, whatever the number is, they get close enough, and then they come visit. Yeah, and that's like the way it kind of got started.
That's an interesting idea, and not entirely that wild.
Yeah.
You know what? But Vince, I was thinking that painting back there, it's kind of like you're on your way to Minas Tirith in Lord of the Rings, right?
What do you know about that painting?
Imagination.
Do you know the history of it?
I know that the history of it is my sister-in-law gave it to me, and then I had it in the bathroom for like 6 years, and then.
But you don't know where that river or like.
Oh no, I don't really know too much about it. It's just a nice,
who painted it?
Provoking piece,
Yeah, that's totally awesome.
Like I would sit there and stare at it for a long time, on the toilet, and just be like, "Yeah, that's a cool picture."
What
makes me want to build a boat like Noah? Full circle.
You better hurry up. You better hurry up.
You remember this? A record.
Wow, that.
We were talking about Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
Oh, record. This is an awesome movie. It's kind of sad though, that movie, how they all like kind of like even the mom was like she hooked up on like big corporate, big pharma drugs, while the others were like hooked on street drugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, different styles of meth.
And it's crazy how they both like had the same outcome.
Yeah, meth.
Well, I don't know about.
Don't you know
I don't know about
bad?
outcome. I don't know about that.
Don't you know that, John? Meth isn't good.
Well, the other one was heroin because he was shooting it up, right?
Well, I mean,
well, he lost his arm.
He loses the arm, right?
And then,
but you can shoot up speed too. You can shoot that shit up.
Yeah.
No, I seen somebody. The first time I saw somebody shoot up with speed, and that
man, yeah,
it tripped me the fuck out when I first saw that. I was like, I gotta get.
I'm doing something bad right now.
You're like, I can feel that.
Yeah, I was like, all right, guys.
It's really going in there.
Yeah, for me it was like the burn. You know, that was part of it.
Yeah, well, that's what they say. The whole ritual and everything beyond it.
Well, I think, like I said, when I got into the smelling salts, like I was like, damn, like it gave me that I guess that kick again. And then I was like, man, like when I was struggling, like when I was younger and I was doing that stuff, like if I knew about these things, this would have probably been, help transition off of it even because sometimes it was just that burn,
Yep.
Like I do the same thing where I eat like a lot of wasabi and I feel that burn too. And
I do the same. It's the same thing with the hot sauce. Like you're just like kind of
like that punishment,
Yep. John.
Oh man. Well, I'm trying to look like what they were actually addicted to and shit, but I guess it was
It was like heroin and oxy, some shit like that.
Yeah, it says heroin somewhere on here.
Keith David.
Oh, here it is. Heroin addict.
Keith David's fantastic. He's the one that does Goliath's voice in the Gargoyles.
Yeah, he does he's done a lot of work.
Yeah, but Gargoyles, they're gonna
prolific.
They're gonna do a live action movie. And he's like, if they approach me, I'll do it. Is what he said.
Wow. Maybe they will, but his budget, he's a big time.
Well, he does Rick and Morty all the time. He does shit like that. It's fucking pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's the president.
Well, yeah, he's the president, but his voice is just fucking badass, and like something about Mary with him in it. He's fucking fantastic in that too.
Oh, he's okay. He's like, he's a dad, like a stepdad.
He's a dad. He's
like a Woogie 2 hours ago.
It's funny because I was watching this Platoon documentary, like on Amazon Prime, and he comes out. He's one of the guys that comes out in Platoon. But it's kind of funny.
Alabama Black Snake.
Yeah, he was like, but you could tell like they were all starting like young actors, right? He's like, we didn't even know each other. So they were saying how they would like when they landed in the Philippines, there's like actual war like going on. Like it was actually someone trying to overthrow the government at that time. So that it kind of almost lived that like lifestyle while playing in the movie. Because they actually the general was actually like a soldier, like a real general, like a retired that they got because they were tired of the movies always looking so fake and like when things blow up and people look like, oh, he's like, none of this is real. He's like how it
probably
is.
Helped with being able to make the movie,
That really
we'll use you too.
Like the movie Tropic Thunder.
Exactly. We're gonna have to live.
I know Tropic Thunder is supposed to be funny, but they drop them in there so they get the real shoot.
Right. So it's basically which is kind of funny. So I wonder if they kind of took that part. Like now thinking of it, maybe Tropic Thunder is part of how like Platoon was being made.
You said this is on Netflix?
No, it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah, I have Prime. I'll check that shit out.
Yeah, it's called Band of Brothers or some shit. And Johnny Depp comes out and all that shit too. He was like, yeah, man. I was like, they're stuff blowing up all over the place, and then you got Charlie Sheen like narrating and shit like that. So it's pretty trippy because like Charlie Sheen, like he's like, it took me back when my dad was filming Apocalypse Now.
It sounds like a badass documentary, dude. I don't think I ever
actually.
Yeah, it's only like an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Tiger
I was like,
blood.
because the thing is, I was trying to look for that song that comes out in Platoon. You know that last part when he's like William Dafoe's getting shot up at the end, and there's that classical song that plays at the end. Yeah, like
the one on Seinfeld.
what is
It's you know what, you heard it. Do you watch Seinfeld, right? You seen that when Frank?
So it's just a musical song.
Yeah, it's just some notes. It's when Frank poisons everyone by accident. He's like, "No, don't eat the food. Don't eat the food."
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. yeah. Don't eat the food. Don't eat the food.
He's like, overseasoned it.
Oh shit.
Via Khan.
We get the song.
All right. Let's get hard.
They're like, it's going too long for us. Or 10 seconds.
I'm just listening to it on my
I have it blasting in the background of my screen.
It's powerful.
It's a powerful song, right? Like,
yeah.
Just imagine, like, who was it? It was an Oliver Stone movie, right? So it's just imagine like him trying to pick out, because he picked out everything. Because they were supposedly the movie wasn't even going to get made because of scheduling and shit like that. The scripts, like it got written like 10 times the script.
Really?
Yeah, so it's crazy shit. I was like, oh crap,
Wow.
June 17th, the Crow's coming out.
The Crow.
Yeah,
there's a new Crow coming out.
Oh dang! Watch out. Brandon Lee was only in the first one. The second one was really good. There was a third one, or this would be the third one.
No,
this is like the fifth Crow. This is like the fifth Crow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, what? No way.
Yeah, the fifth Crow. Is that what you're saying?
It's that guy. He's playing him, right? That's Skullguard or whatever his name is.
I think so. Like, I'm not sure if it's just because there's one also with like Jason Momoa. Someone put him.
Well, I think those are just ideas they were throwing around.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I saw that thing with Jason Momoa. Like it could be.
Yeah, because everything else is just like not him.
So, what do you think about the wars going on, John?
Which one?
Which one's your favorite?
Oh man, the war on drugs.
We lost that one a while ago.
Fast and Furious. They gave all that freaking guns to the cartels. Or supposedly they didn't. They just got lost and the cartels got them.
It's amazing how much stuff we lose. Like, oh.
Yeah, it's funny because today they were like, oh, we found the cat. Like I was looking on like Hawaii News or something, where I think it was Channel 5. We're like, oh, there was a cat that got lost his things in Lahaina because of the fires. I'm like, and it got reunited with the family, and I'm like, what the hell are these people talking about, man? We lost kids and shit.
Yeah, like
some of the people can't get in there. You know what I mean? Like to look at their shit, and then people that can't afford it are gonna get bought out because here's just cash. No one's rebuilding shit.
No,
so it's just kind of trippy, like how the blanket.
Well, in the beginning, they didn't want to talk about it, and then they just did everything they can to slowly stop talking about it. Like I think on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, that's the only time you really see something about, Maui. Like you don't see it on news at all. Like when's the last time you seen a report on it?
Yeah, that's the thing. When the last report was with a cat survived.
What happened in Maui?
Lahaina, Maui.
Burned to the ground.
I guess so. The story is that high winds. They forgot to turn off the electricity. Electricity kind of like one of the things blew up, caught fire around it. The wind picked it up and moved it kind of like where it went. Right, the wind but the thing is, it got so hot. The fire got so hot that it started melting metal, and people are like, how the hell does that even happen? Like, because
nothing that was blue though.
Yeah, the weird part is that everything that's blue colored kind of still is like brand newish. Like it's still like kind of like how it was left. It's totally trippy. And the thing is, it's also trippy.
Blue Man Group.
Yeah, they should have just had them played out there like.
I love the Blue Man Group. I've seen it before.
Save us, Blue Man. Save us.
You know who played with them when I saw them play live? who they had come out play with them and do like this whole drum solo and everything? Tommy Lee from Motley Crue.
Oh, no
Did he
way.
do it upside down?
Came out and played with the Blue Man Group at a concert I went to see them play.
Yeah, I've seen Tommy Lee do
only.
Point of this conversation.
How much were those tickets? Like $500?
No, I got free tickets. My uncle, who's the groundskeeper for the Griffith Park around the Greek Theater, got us free tickets.
Oh, hell yeah.
To this little private concert. It was something for MTV. He got me, Tommy, and Daniel tickets. We all went to this concert. We saw the Blue Man Group. I saw Tommy Lee. So we parked in the wrong spot to begin with, and we started coming in through this like back little alley through there at the Greek Theater. As we were walking in, they were doing all their little publicity thing. Instead of a red carpet, it was a green carpet because it's something for like green air and keeping things clean. Tommy Lee came in, and he had Ludacris on his back, and something like that. And so we went through.
Silver.
It was really fucking cool, dude. But we saw Tommy Lee, Blue Man Group. We saw Train play with Robbie Krieger from the Doors.
Star-studded event.
Yeah, who James, you paused yourself?
He's like, I'm done conversation.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't want to talk about this.
No, I'm here. I'm actually looking at images here. Let me just share my. Let me
Three
just
for $1.
I was trying to.
That was a Blue Man. That's a Blue Man Group you saw, right?
I was trying to see if I could find pictures. I just started laughing when I saw Tommy Lee Jones come up.
Yeah, no, look up the Tommy Lee and the Blue Man Group that they played on stage. It was fucking really cool.
Yeah, I couldn't. I think the only picture I could find here was this one, and that might be in there.
You may not find a picture, but you probably find a video. If you look up it under video, you probably find Tommy Lee, the Blue Man Group
video cassette.
It was like they called it like Project Green or something. It was an environmental type show.
But it's kind of funny how these guys came out of nowhere and then suddenly they're gone. You know what I mean?
They were
just like
they were at the.
No, I think they're still in Vegas.
They were at this.
You're right, Vinny. They have a whole fucking residency and big thing in Vegas.
It might not be them. It might be like other people, but they
get switched out all the time because they all look the fucking same.
Yeah, they're all goons.
Yeah, sometimes you can tell the difference, but I mean, like
it's like the Jabberwockies. It could be anybody.
Oh wow!
Are you guys gonna go to that? You guys want to go to that? The punk show?
It looks fucking badass, but it's just like I got to go to California and kind of figure that out. But the show looks it looked, it's one of those epic ones like where they have every fucking band you want to see and knock it out.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you knock out like a show like that, you're kind of like you burn yourself out a little bit of them. You're like, okay, I saw Iggy Pop there. Okay, I saw so and so there. Like,
right.
Yeah. But again,
just hang on for the Misfits.
But it is kind of a like.
I'll play the song already.
It is kind of a bucket list thing. But I've already seen the Misfits before. I haven't seen Iggy Pop, so I'd like to actually see Iggy Pop.
You better hurry.
Yeah, this might be his last show.
Oh, it very well be. Like he's right there right now.
See Iggy before he pops.
His spine doesn't see.
Before he pops.
I saw Iggy Pop at this festival called FYF Fest.
Oh, of course, man.
Yeah, and then I was like, man, it looks like this is his last show.
So FYF, James, you remember we used to go there a couple of years ago.
Yes, saw Kanye West there actually randomly.
Yeah, everything was very random when we
canceled.
Those when I worked at Incase, we used to sponsor FYF, so I used to get free tickets.
Oh man, damn! Should have hit
you
guys
up.
David was going there all the time.
I'm surprised you didn't go to that one then.
Yeah, so I don't know. I wouldn't have been to that one. I would have remembered that, but
you were probably already out there. Out in
Texas. But like this is 2007 to like 2011 or something. I would get tickets like almost every year, and Daniel and I have been to a shitload of shows out there to see them. I don't even know if they do FYF. I don't think that they do FYF anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It used to be at the Los Angeles Historical Park, right?
Yeah, by the LA Coliseum and all that shit.
But then they went through a whole construction shit down there too.
Yeah, they're fixing it up, but I mean, they still use like the parking lot and all that.
Well, yeah, they use that, and then they use the Coliseum before too. So I went to the Coliseum before, and I saw Tenacious D and shit. Well, I actually saw Jack Black and fucking Kyle Gass walked up. I didn't go up and like say hi to them or anything, but I saw them right there, like at a little stand talking to people. So much shorter than you would fucking think, like in real life. They're both like
was sitting behind us at the
they're
comedy
both
show.
like 5'5" or something. They're both fucking
Yeah.
small dudes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, but they're stouty. So I was like, oh shit.
They're filthy rich.
James, I think I was with you. I felt like I was with you when we saw them. I could be wrong.
Might have been.
Yeah, but I remember like looking over, like look, there's fucking Jack Black and shit. Like we were just fucking tripping out, like in the as we were walking in. I went with you a few years.
How can you not remember when he tugged you?
He might have tugged me. He might have tugged me. I've seen Jack Black hit some random.
I went in the time of Rome. I saw Queens of the Stone Age. That's the name of their album.
The Coliseum?
Yeah, they played. It was fucking cool. Great, dude. They're just great. But yeah, it was awesome. It was a really, really cool show.
Yeah, Ramstein was pretty cool, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad they got all that pyro in there.
Right. Yeah, impressive stuff.
But it's kind of crazy how they just became like a stadium band too. You know what I mean? Like, because not too long ago they were just barely playing like the Wiltern or shit like that. Or
I mean, all the fireworks and stuff. It just
once you start getting money, you get your show, and once you get your show, you get more money to do an even better show and a better show. Because I mean, when we were doing Eligible Peculiar, we had all these great ideas and all like, oh, we'll do this, we'll have the stage set up like this, like that, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a lot harder to do that with no money. Like we had, like I actually drew out a stage a couple times where I'm like, all right, we'll do this, we'll make these fake trees, we'll put the amps behind the trees, and yeah, just like I don't.
But Rammstein's got their popularity must have been like they must have just felt that little chunk. You know what I mean? Like they were already popular, but then you're like now you're.
They've been out for a very long time now.
Oh, but now you're like stadium. Now you're gonna sell out stadiums.
Yeah, but
now you're gonna go to
crazy pyrotechnics, and
now we can do the pyros.
But they've been doing that since the 90s.
Yeah, well, in festivals because they'll be playing with they'll be opening up for like huge bands, right? It was never just a Rammstein type.
Well, I don't know if that's true. They're pretty big. They're pretty big international. I was blown away with the crowd. I was like, look at all the people here. Like, it's just different types of people. And I'm like, man, this is wild. Like, it's just like a very, very good crowd.
Yeah. I'm going off topic, but do you remember like a couple months back, they showed like people mining. I think they were in a cobalt mine, and these kids or the people that were mining, they had this rock and they were putting like 2 wires on it, and it was like producing electricity. I'm the only one that saw that one. I was just thinking about because there's all these miners and they were digging like cobalt or something like that, and then they had a rock. You put two wires on it and it started working, and they're all excited and happy, and then it kind of just disappeared. I was like, "What's up with that rock? Well, like that's world changing."
This is what they do.
Ausländer.
Yeah, full screen it, John. Full screen.
Ausländer.
Boom.
Let them do it. Let them do it.
Dude, ice. So good.
Kiss me now.
Start walking now.
It's me. It's me.
There it is. It's coming up. It's coming up. Just leave it there. No, just leave it there. You're good. It's coming up after this.
Du hast me
Till. There it comes. Here it comes. David, get ready.
Du hast
ready. Oh, I got my Rammstein pants on.
David, get your screen snippet.
That's why he left the band, right? You know that, right?
Is it?
He's like, I told you guys not to do it in this town.
Oh, didn't they get in trouble? They got in trouble for that, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah, because it was.
I didn't even know it.
Yeah, they kissed somewhere. I forget what. It might have been Russia.
Since that's where this is. Yeah.
Oh,
since then, a lot of artists have done this now.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be German and kissing in Russia. That's always. I've always heard that since I was a kid. Oh, don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh.
They looked all embarrassed.
Because they just did it for a point.
I cannot believe that.
Not a preference. Shocked.
Not a preference.
Outraged.
Outraged.
You know what?
Tutu was like, no.
You know what? You know what, man? If a man wants to kiss another man, just let it happen.
Everybody love everyone.
Everybody love everyone. That's all I gotta say.
on the freaking wall.
Rammstein's first tour, 1994. Yeah, I remember like in high school is when I first started listening to these guys. So yeah, 95,
Huge.
right?
Yeah, it was.
They were at the Adios Amigos tour with Ramones. That's cool.
But it was like when you first started listening to them, you know they were hardcore. It sounded awesome. Like it had a good like vibe to it, like pretty hard. And then it was like when you started like looking at their pyrotechnics and everything, where you're like, oh, these fucking guys do it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah, you weren't sure if it was like a foreign
then.
thing too. It was like, is that what they do? That's fucking pretty badass.
Yeah, and it's not anything like new that they're doing now. It was like fuck, they give it all when they're on stage and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in 2001 they were playing the Palace. Do you remember the Palace?
Oh yeah. Well, with the Palace was what they call Vinny.
Yeah, no, Avalon.
Palace was the Avalon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Vinny knows that place very well.
Oh
Very
no.
well.
Well, we both know it very well. Vinny knows it very well because he worked there for a fucking long time. I know it very well because that's where I got a fucking gun pulled on me.
Oh no way! In
Good
the
time.
inside.
So at the Palace, I'll tell the story. This is a pretty fucking crazy story. So I was with my cousin,
I hear the
our older cousin Floyd, and we're there, and I'm with Nico too, Vinny.
Yeah, I remember.
I know Vinny knows the story, but we were there. We came to Avalon. I think Vinny got us tickets or whatever, like in there for whatever the show was. We weren't working that night, but we went there. We checked out a DJ show, whatever was going on. We left her as we were walking up. Floyd's with some girl, hooked up with her real quick, so he's with her. I'm with Nico. We're hanging back. We're fucking just whatever, enjoying the show, getting hammered, all that type of shit. As we're walking out, the fucking bouncer starts talking shit to like Nico, and Nico's fucking big. He's a stocky, strong. You all know Nico, so he's a big fucking dude. And the bouncer starts talking to him, and the bouncer's like telling him something like, "Well, you know, they start getting an argument, but the bouncer's telling me something. Well, I used to be, or I still work. I'm a part-time cop. And he goes, "You're a part-time cop, and he works there." And he goes, "That's kind of sad." And the guy goes, "What?" Blah blah. Fucking Nico just goes, boom, fucking clips the fucking security guard. They get in a shuffle. The guard's fucking thumbing Nico's fucking face and shit like that. We go outside
using Wing Chun.
Yeah, we get thrown outside of the fucking Avalon. We're out there. Nico fucked the guy up. Like he's a fucking strong dude. We go outside, but then the guy comes back with like more of a group of his friends. They fucking start talking to us and shit like that. Floyd's in the back with the girl, but they're all stuck. Actually, Floyd and Nico are behind me. And I'm like, dude, they're just drunk. We're taking off. And the guy fucking pulls out a gun, the security guard.
Wow.
Like right here, like towards my face. And I go, dude, hey, we're taking off. We're leaving. We're out of here. Blah, blah. They're drunk. We're just leaving. He's like, ooh. He was more showing off than anything, but still somebody showing off could easily trigger. You know what I mean?
If you would have put it in your mouth, would you have let him?
No, I would not have let him.
I don't. He had a gun. He had a gun, David. What?
I would not let somebody put something in my mouth like that. I just wouldn't. I don't get it.
I mean, someone's pointing a gun at you. I mean, point a gun unless you're going to use it.
I want it. Like at that point, it's like I'm gonna get killed anyways. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna go down gay.
True that. What about if he starts caressing you with it, like around your face?
He was fucking like this, and I was like, "Dude, we're gone." He's like, "Okay," like fucking. But when the other security car came up, he came up in an SUV, pulled up on the side of the curb. This is a Hollywood and Vine. We're fucking right there in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And he came up there, boom, boom, boom. Fucking Floyd and Nico are talking shit, like right behind me. They're like, "Fuck you," blah blah blah, and I'm like, I'm the one with the gun in my fucking face. I'm like, I calm the guy down, fucking like whatever. We're taking off. I go, "We're taking off. Sorry, man, we didn't mean it. Blah blah. They're drunk. We're leaving. And we fucking left. And then the next day, fucking, we did file a police report. They called us up. They're like, the cops were like, "We're probably not going to find this guy." We called Avalon. Everybody says they don't know who this guy is. Blah blah. He was a security guard.
You guys actually called the cops on the
I think it was the Palace before that because
no. So actually, I didn't. They did. The ones talking shit behind me that were talking shit to him. They called the cops because they got all amped up on it later. They called the cops on it. On him.
My god!
And then when it came down to it, the cops were like, "We're not going to find this guy." Just so you know, everybody's telling that we don't know him. This type of shit there, and
so that means
I'll tell you something about the Avalon is the Avalon. I think it was the Palace back then. I wasn't working there because I remember you told the story because I got Nico a job there later, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember this one time."
Yeah.
And then
So you're right, Vinny. This was before you worked there, but it was.
yeah, but the one thing I'll tell you about that is it's the number 2 theater in LA, or it was, the biggest one. The Beatles played there. Um,
Keep all
they,
this in
they
the
were
box.
they were at the time they were their only after hours club, so they were open till like 7 in the morning,
Yeah.
and they do everything for the city of Hollywood. So Chamber of Commerce, they're taking care of them. Police department, they're taking care of all of them, taking care of them. That's why they were able to get away with so much stuff. So all those
Yeah.
security guards are really, really, really tight with the Holiday PD. I remember
that explains why they were like off duty.
yeah, we would
Dan
host
why they're
Aykroyd
parties.
friends
was
with
one of
Tatum.
the owners, right?
Huh?
Dan Aykroyd's one of the owners.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd's one of them. Another guy named John Lyons, and Bruce Willis was
John
a
Lyons,
silent
yeah.
partner in it too.
Yep.
But I
Wait,
heard they
so
had
but
some bad blood there.
so
But,
when they
wow.
so is it still owned by? So when they changed it, like Avalon, it must
I
be.
don't know now. Like,
I don't know, but when I was working, I mean, I fed Dan. Oh, here's your cheese platter, Mr. Aykroyd. Yeah, I've given him.
You handed cheese into
do you
his
remember
mouth.
when we were working there and we were working there and Prince was there that night?
No.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many people in and out of there.
Cheese,
Like,
and he
there was
also
one night.
cheese. What kind
There
of
was one
cheese
night we
did you
kept making
put
a bunch of
into?
egg rolls, and everybody kept saying Prince is out there. So we're like, oh shit, we're making egg rolls for Prince right now.
yeah, that happened a
Egg
bunch of
rolls.
times, man. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel, we did his thing. We did yeah, yeah. I see. There's so many people there.
I saw the way you wiped the sweat off your forehead just there when we were talking about Prince. Is there something you signed an NDA, NDA, or?
But yeah, what happened there?
Why you get all
Talking-
sweaty like that?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
As
What
soon as you
happened?
start talking about Prince,
You
you're
got
like,
real nervous right now when I said that right now.
Yeah,
You signed
you're
an
like-
NDA. You
you're
signed
like-
an
It was a
NDA.
vivid moment, and now it's suddenly
he died on his own. Okay,
nervous.
he died on his own. No, so there was fentanyl in one of those egg rolls.
Oh boy.
so I guess it's now owned by like some historical society and stuff. It says owner, Hollywood Entertainment Partners.
Now click on them. Go drill,
let's see.
drill further.
Go down
And
that
you
rabbit
got to
hole.
know if you could invest in their stock.
Here we go.
Oh,
Access
boy.
denied. Access denied. You're like, you're not Bruce Willis.
There's a
This
man.
ain't-
There's
this
a
ain't
man.
Prince.
There's a man descending a helicopter ladder outside of your window. He's like, what?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because I mean, remember the pandemic's happened since then, and I talked to a couple people that used to work there.
Yeah.
I saw them at a different show, working at a different venue. They're like, yeah, after the pandemic, and I was like, well, I left like 10 years before the pandemic, or like something crazy.
Man, then it's
What-
another.
TPG.
Why-
There you go. TPG.
How come you left, Vinny?
Oh, I got in trouble for doing bad stuff.
Look up TPG.
Went out doing what I love.
Doing what I love, my passion. That's all you gotta say.
You guys have, besides all this Avalon stuff, have you heard about what's going on in New York and all that?
What?
How everyone's boycotting New York? How they're just like
I saw with the truckers and stuff over Trump and stuff like that.
and that
Yeah,
one
but
dude
the
from
weird
Shark
part-
Tank, that bald dude, I forget his name. He's like
Oh yeah. Kevin O'Leary.
yeah, he pretty much said like,
Mr. Wonderful.
I'm not going to go there because this isn't about Trump. This is like it's unstable there. It's like
New York is a loser state.
he said that. Yeah, it's a loser
A
state.
loser state, like California.
Yeah, he said that
New York
also.
is more.
Yeah, and he's usually been a
But the weird part is the trucker that started the whole convoy of protesting to New York. Supposedly, his whole Twitter and all that, all the videos have been deleted. Like he,
Well, he said that like I'm not an organizer of this thing or anything like that. I'm just saying you guys.
But I wonder if they went after him because it seemed like he was the one that's like, we're not gonna do this. I got everybody, all my friends, blah 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 blah, right? But then all the videos started coming, going, hey, oh yeah. But then suddenly, like they went to go look back at all his videos and they're all gone. So I mean, like, why even delete them in the first place, right?
Well, he's probably getting harassed, you know.
harass.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you're like protesting, not taking like food fucking to New York.
Yeah, they're
I-
protesting because they don't think it's being ran correctly.
I definitely want to see Niagara Falls at some point.
What'd you say? That's racist.
Yeah, you can't. That's indigenous land.
Yeah, that's indigenous line.
I want to ride that ferry. I think it's like a blue one,
You want to go in a barrel and just go down
and
it.
just get soaked.
You're gonna try and do the barrel thing. You might as well be those people that were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go check out the Titanic."
You know?
No, not the barrel over the top. No, it's like a blue boat. It goes right up on the water.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you go to the bottom area, not the top
And-
area where
and-
the waterfall.
Yeah,
is or
and then they
anything,
give you a poncho, and you just because you get so wet.
yeah.
give you a little splash. You know, there was one time that I mean, it's probably more than once, but the Niagara Falls it froze over, and people woke up because it was quiet. They're like, "What the
Yeah.
hell?" And they walked
Yeah.
out there and it was just frozen.
It's just a big frozen fucking waterfall.
Wa-
I wonder now if they add some like chemical to make it all like slushy.
Chemicals
So
everywhere, buddy.
So it doesn't. That's true.
It was a real nice day today, and there was no chemtrails because the rain just finished. But judging by Sunday, skies will be lit up again.
We'll see.
I've been hearing.
Disclaimer.
Like, I don't know if
disclaimer.
that's-
I don't
It's
know.
real, James. Disclaimer yourself. Look at conspiracy theories at this point. They're spoiler alerts. That's all they are. Is spoiler
But
alerts.
you know the weird part is today the clouds. I sent it to you guys. That was some weird ass clouds, man. It was like almost like if they were intentionally like broken apart.
Finger Lakes.
Yeah, it was totally trippy. But I mean, like, there's always that.
Aluminum oxide is being sprayed.
Yeah, and it's getting into the plants and all that shit. Into
Yeah,
the water.
it's so small that the plants actually absorb it and then
Buy your
begin to
plants.
eat it.
Get indoor plants.
Have you heard of smart dust?
But you know, a lot of people are saying now it could be
No?
like
Smart dust is nano.
I don't
particles?
I don't think we should endorse drugs too much here.
Smart dust are nanoparticles. They're like little chips. They're so small. They're like dust particles, and they use them for like a bunch of stuff. They could be on you right now. They could be absorbed into your skin. They could be
Ew,
absorbed in your
nasty.
food.
Ew,
It's
nasty.
wild stuff.
fluorescent.
Well, that's why this information leaking out is to deter people from endorsing war, because the technology that every military has around the world is probably pretty crazy now.
Yeah, but they have like heart attack guns for like ever now.
Yeah,
This is
that
like
they had a
60s,
whole
70s.
like a congressional talk about it, like back in I think 1970 something, where they like, oh yeah, we could shoot you with this gun, and it looks like it gave you a heart attack and shit, but
Oh, that's
The
almost
Christopher
like
Walken's
the
movie.
Bob Marley
Well,
thing.
didn't they say that?
No, David,
the
it's
CIA,
Brainstorm with Christopher Walken's. That
Gave the guy from Venezuela cancer or something like that.
Well, yeah. Well, they thought they gave him cancer, but they thought they were
Like a horrible cancer, right? It was like
radiation or something. I kind of want to see that movie to see how they're going to portray that.
One Love.
They make it, yeah.
well,
But see what they.
you know, actually, that movie looks pretty good. The
I
Bob Marley
want
movie
to check
looks
it out. I do want to check it out.
well, everybody, see you later.
good. Good night, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.